Your wait is finally over, Ahmed, because in this video, we're going to cover SF play. And the types that have SF play are ESTPs, ISTP, ENFJ, and INFJ. However, from this list, it's most likely to be the ISTP and the INFJ that might have SF play in a demon state. Rarely do you see ESTPs and ENFJs with SF play in a demon state, although it can happen and it has happened, but it's not likely to happen. Before we talk about SF play, it's important to cover the parts first. And SF play is made up of two different functions. The first one is extroverted sensing, and extroverted sensing is used to gather facts. It's also used to gather things. It's comparing facts and can be competitive with the facts. It's living in the moment. It prefers variety of sensory sources. For example, different exercises, different food. It is chaos in the physical world. And the second part of SF play is extroverted feeling. And extroverted feeling is a tribe function. It is also focusing on tribe values. Emotions are also not personal. It's sharing emotions. It's being socially acceptable. It's harmony over authenticity. And if you're feeling good, then it works. So as you can see with extroverted feeling, they can see the spectrum of tribe values and they try to adhere to what the tribe cares about. So what is SF play? Well, SF play is an extroverted animal and it's engaging the tribe, whether that be conversation or humor. It's a two-way interaction, so think ping pong or tennis. It's also expending energy for the tribe. It's social fluidity. It's showing off or being needy. It's gathering what's cool from the tribe. It's being expressive. It's being entertaining. It's mirroring the vibe of the tribe. It's being socially calibrated. And basically, if you look at the SF play and the NT-sleep axis, a lot of people with NT-sleep take themselves way too seriously. But just because you take yourself seriously doesn't mean other people will take you seriously. I know it's a weird paradox, but as we go along this video, you will see a lot of people that are famous, and oftentimes the role that they play on screen is someone that's really entertaining and funny, yet people still take them seriously and highly respect them, even though that's the kind of role that they play. So basically, with SF play, you build social status, likability, and social importance. That's why people with high SF are taken more seriously than people who are really smart and are high in NT. So it's a weird paradox, but the more you respect that SF, the more people will care about your NT. So how do you practice using SF play? Well, the first thing is be expressive when you talk to people. Be entertaining and put on a playful facial expression. So don't just have a poker face unless you're doing it purposely to be playful. And you want to tease people in a funny way. And don't be afraid to be dramatic and exaggerated when you're putting on that facial expression or when you're talking to people, because it's all about the user experience at the end of the day. That's why a lot of people with SF play are also really good at designing user experience, because they know what's fun, what's entertaining, what's enjoyable for people. Next, we're gonna talk about people who have SF play, and I will be providing examples for each type. The first one is Frank James, who is an INFJ, and I interviewed him previously in my YouTube channel. And the cool thing about Frank James is he is play last. So he's actually SF play last. But if you watch his YouTube channel, which I'll show you a short clip of an example of the kind of SF play that he does, is that he could have easily went the typical INFJ route and talk about INFJs. And he does do that in his YouTube channel, but he went all in the comedy act and all in the play last, which is super smart, because I have noticed that people who do work on their fourth animal really kill it in whatever realm that they choose to focus their attention in. So if you want to look at somebody that is really growth mindset and is really smart for doing it too from a business standpoint, then look at Frank James, who has play last and is using play as his main tool for his channel, which is amazing.
Oh, that's really nice that you want to go out tonight, but I was just about to start gaming and I've already taken my bra off for the evening, so just try me in a couple weeks, okay? As part of your boyfriend duties, you need to be able to carry me out of a burning building. So we're gonna keep practicing this until you get it right. And no, you can't have a drink of water. You don't get a water break. What are you, a girl? Oh, I can't lift my girlfriend. She's so heavy. She's only 5'1", but it's still too much for my weak little arms.
Next, we're gonna look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So a lot of people know him as The Rock, and he has play in a savior state. So in this video, I'll show you what savior state looks like with someone with SF play.
I'm hyped up. I know you're hyped up. The world is hyped up. The entire card is hyped up to see 244. The entire card is so stacked. But then, of course, the main event, the BMF title. to determine who is going to be the baddest man on the planet. Look, you know, it's such an honor to be able to place this title around the waist of the winner, Jorge Masvidal. Whether it's Jorge, whether it's Nate Diaz, again, it's such an honor. And I just want to... Oh, I see what you want. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. All right, thank you.
Next, we have Will Smith, who is an ENFJ. Everyone knows him as that funny guy. He's also a rapper, and he is just SF play to the max. He has it first in his animal stack. And in this video, he is doing an interview about his role as the genie in Aladdin, and he is doing a little bit of SF play during the interview.
I think people don't realize is when I'm Blue Genie, there's no part of that character that is actually me. It's a 100% CGI character.
Oh.
It's totally created.
Oh, I thought it was your head.
Yeah, no, it's not my head.
So you didn't even do anything for this movie?
Well, no. Oh, that look good. That look good. Hey, make my cheeks a little more blue. You know, but...
Then I don't want to give anything away, but eventually you become more you.
I become more me. But
Now, originally, I was gonna have Demi Moore as the example for the ISTP SF play. However, I am having issues with YouTube that keeps flagging me for copyright when I tried to show the Demi Moore video. So instead, I will be showing someone else. But before we go to that other person, do check out Demi Moore's roast of her ex-husband, Bruce Willis, because I think it's a very good example of SF play also. It's just that I can't show you because of copyright reasons. So instead, you're gonna get John Cena, who is famous in the WWE, but he is now in Hollywood. In this picture, he is gonna be in the movie Fast 9, and he is an ISTP who became famous because originally he started rapping. And ironically, that rapping gig that he started off with is what catapulted him to where he is right now. So if John Cena never respected the SF play, he would not be where he is today.
Brock Lesnar, here comes the pain. God built me strong, forget to give me brain. Claims intelligence. That's impossible, his head is hollow. His t-shirt used to say you suck, but they had to switch it cause he swallows. Need to hit them sit-ups too. You're not exactly the leanest. Forget seeing me, bro, you can't see your own penis.
So as you can see, SF play is not overly complicated, and the more you think about using SF play, the further you are at using SF play, because SF play is not something you really think out too deeply about. It's something fun and you do in a moment, and it's very enjoyable and it's very entertaining.